Peyton with four things you should know with BIN News. Black New York City Mayor Eric Adams is skipping the Democratic primary and running as an independent, saying dropped federal charges dragged on too long. He's speaking today at the National Action Network convention. Black Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott's $4.6 billion budget plan for 2026 is now with City Council. It closes an $85 million gap without raising property or income taxes, focusing on youth, safety, and neighborhood growth. The plan uses new fees, cost cuts, and agency savings to balance the budget. The University of Michigan Alumni Association will fund scholarships for more than 300 underrepresented students after the Lead Scholars program was cut due to Trump-era guidance targeting DEI efforts. And rapper Young Thug's probation is at risk after prosecutors claim he posted a photo of a DA investigator. They've asked the judge to revoke it. He denies any threats, saying he's a good person. Get BIN News on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Hey guys, you know what time it is. It's time for a moment in Black history. In the mid 1970s and 80s, Gladys West lays the groundwork for the GPS technology. In 1956, West was hired as a mathematician by the U.S. Naval Proving Ground in Virginia. It was there she would eventually program a computer to accurately model the Earth, an accomplishment that would become the foundation for the Global Positioning System, aka GPS, as we use today. Did you know that?
Knox Media Group weather. Download our apps today. Music Muscle of the Shoals 105.1 FM and WKAX 1500 AM. Currently 85 degrees. The forecast for this evening, cloudy and breezy. And the temp 77. Overnight, lots of clouds with some breeze, with a slight chance of rain. Temps about 72. And then tomorrow, partly cloudy and breezy. The temp about 84. Saturday, some cloud cover and windy. The temp 84. We are the Knox Media Group, Music Muscle of the Shoals, 105.1 FM and WKAX 1500 AM. Bringing you the beats and the weather on the go.
We was finna be little baby today.
I guess so.
All right, guys, you're tuning to 105.1.
The music muscle of the show.
NV 105.9.
The vibe.
Dothan, Alabama. All right, guys, you tune in to the baddest radio station from the north to the south. Keep it locked in and make sure you come back. We got a great topic today, and we need all of you to input. We need everyone's input for today, but y'all make sure you come on back. You tune into 105.1.
The music muscle of the show.
NV 105.9.
The vibe.
All right, guys, we'll be right back.
There's been so many things that's held us down, but now it looks like things are finally coming around. I know we've got a long, long way to go, and where we'll end up, I don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're putting our show together. We're polishing up our act. If you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. I want y'all to listen to every word I say, every word I say. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the ain't no stopping us now. We got the groove. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the I know. Ain't no stopping us now. We got the groove. We got it. I know you know someone that has a negative vibe, and if you're trying to make it, they only push you aside. They really don't have nowhere to go. Ask them where they're going, they don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're gonna put our show together. We're gonna polish up our act well. And if you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. I want y'all to listen to every word I say, every word I say. No. We're moving, we're grooving. We're moving, yeah. We're grooving. Moving, go. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. I know we love you. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Love you. Ain't no stopping us now. Oh, no. I'm on the move. I really got that groove. I know. We've got the groove. No need in trying, no, 'cause I ain't buying. No. Don't try to stop us. No. Got the groove. I really got that groove. No need in denying. Well, I ain't lying. I know. It's been far too long. Well, ain't no stopping us. It's been far too long, y'all. Just doing me while I get in line. We're leaving the negative people way behind. Oh, so they ain't no. Please. Don't make me stop. See, I don't know where we're going or where we're gonna end up. I'm moving on. But see, we're gonna keep trying. We're gonna keep trying over and over. Yeah. I said it ain't no stopping. No. See, it ain't no way. We won't kind of polish up. Keep us down. See, our time has finally came around. So we're on the move. We're really got our groove. We're moving straight. We got it.
Hello, everyone. You're tuned in to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, and you're vibing with 105.9 FM, Dothan, Alabama, the vibe. Hey, guys, how's everyone doing today? Guess what it is? Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank God it's Friday. Woo, it is hot. I'm tired. We've just been so busy. Okay, guys, the weather for today is hot. That's all I can say. It's hot. It's 86 degrees out there right now. The humidity is 52%. Wind is 14 miles per hour. And Friday, high 86, low 71. Saturday, high 83, low 63. It's supposed to rain every day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Florence, Alabama. Dothan, Alabama, the weather right now is 82 degrees. The high will be up to 85, low 68. Friday, high 86, low 66. Saturday, high 84, low 67. And Sunday, high 79, low 64. So in Dothan, it's going to be partly cloudy Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sunday, you're going to have a chance of rain. So in Florence, it's a chance of rain Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you guys get your umbrellas out, your ponchos, or whatever you got to do to stay dry. And today, we're going to talk about the issues facing our youth, the next generation. So, if you guys got anything to say about what issues do you think that our next generation will be facing? Excuse me. The future generation, they're going to have a lot of challenges, and it's going to be rough for them. I just feel like it is the way things are right now, and everybody know a man that sit up high and he looked down low. So he ain't gonna forget about us. But the next generation, they're gonna face multiple challenges, including economic instability, climate change, mental health issues, technical technology addiction, and digital transformation, as well as unemployment, debt, and discrimination. That's what I think. I agree with them on that because as far as the economic instability and financial security, job market, I mean, you just look at the way things are going now. Don't nobody want to pay nobody. And I agree with them. I don't nobody want to work for no chicken change. I know something is better than nothing, but it's some of these jobs that's not paying anything. I mean, not to live off of because the cost of living is so high. We got inflation. You can't even buy nothing at the grocery store without cutting off a finger or something. Concerns about low paying jobs, unemployment with wages
poor, they are clueless. They are absolutely clueless to what to do, who to do it with. And it's like, and then people are talking to them and they are making the situation worse because they saying, well, they could be doing this. What are you doing to help them get to that point? You know, and that's the biggest part that we actually need to address. Say, what have you done or what are you doing to get them to this point? We talk about, we know today is April the 4th, and it's actually the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King. He was doing things to make a difference for each of us, or trying to, with civil rights, with the civil rights movement. Therefore, he was trying, but at the same time, he didn't have the help he needed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So therefore, we're always talking about what could have been done, what should have been done, but what have you done to make a difference?
Well, we was asking the issues that the youth was facing, the next generation will be facing. I mean, we're facing it right now. And if it get any worse, like I said, it's going to be a lot of homeless people because
So
the math ain't mathing.
So you feel like the economy is the issue with our youth?
Everything is the issue. Economic instability, financial security, cost of living, financial literacy. I mean, it needs to be somebody that knows something about this stuff talking to, I mean, us and youth, because it's just crazy out here. Like I said, the math ain't mathing. You got the cost of living going up, but pay rate going down. It don't make sense. So I feel bad for these young people. I mean, we just got to educate them on what to do. And basically everything we know, from what I understand, allegedly, they trying to take money away, trying to take the currency away. And I don't know what they trying to do with the Bitcoin and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So you're going to have to be knowledgeable about all this stuff.
Right, you are. But we're going to take a quick look break. We'll be right back. You tune in to 105.1.
The music muscle of the show.
And V 105.9.
The Vibe, Dothan, Alabama.
Hung down, trying not to frown about this mess you've been putting down. I've got on my little dress, I've made my stand. The chase is on now, catch me if you can. I'm gonna live it, love it, every minute of it. It's my time to shine, I've made up my mind. I'm gonna live it, love it, every minute of it. It's my time to shine, I've made up my mind. If we have to separate for me to operate, let's not waste no time, no, don't hesitate. I've been your lover, your wife, secretary, mother twice. I'm the only one that's made the sacrifice. If you love someone, you should believe them. Or you know you just might have to leave them. I know I'm your wife, but this is my life. I'm gonna live it the way I desire. Live it, every minute of it. It's my time to shine. I've made up my mind. I'm gonna live it, love it, every minute of it. It's my time to shine. I've made up my mind. Yeah. It's my life, my life. It's my time. Yeah. It's my time to shine. It's my time to shine. It's my time. I've been this way before, had hits galore. Took a break for while, had to raise my chest. Now I'm back here again, trying to do my thing. All my life, all I wanna do is say, yo, if you love, don't be afraid. God will see it through. Take the chance, make the sacrifice. Don't ever stop, 'cause it's your life. Love it every minute. It's my time to shine. I've made up my mind. Yeah. It's my time to shine. I've made up my mind. My time to shine. My life. Yes, it's my time.
It's the legendary Shirley Jones. Oh, put those thumbs up. Shirley Jones, Jay Brown.
All right, guys, we're back. You tuned in to 105.1
The music must love the show.
and 105.9.
The Vibe, Dothan, Alabama.
All right, guys. It is. I know y'all say she. That's all she says. All right, guys. But it's just a figure of speech. But we're back. You're tuned in to 105.1
The music muscle of the shows.
NV 105.9
The Vibe,
Dothan, Alabama. We thank each of you for tuning in to us with us today. It is Friday, April the 4th.
Yes.
And I know Mona was talking about the weather. We had a pretty bad, well, I won't say a bad, but we had storms on last night. It knocked the power out. We were out without power for several hours in North Alabama. But it seemed like it's happening more frequently now.
Yeah, that lightning ain't playing.
Yeah, it seemed like as if it's coming more frequently. And it's like, okay, get, as grandma said, get somewhere and sit down somewhere. But, some people don't know how to do that. We still going and doing. But it was pretty bad last night. And I was just like, wow, where it come from? Because I was actually still working when the rain came. Because you said, well, I'm going to go to the baseball game.
Yeah, they kept texting. They text all day, and people was concerned, and they were like, well, they hadn't canceled any games. They said it was north of us. So I left, picked JV up. By the time we got halfway there, it just poured down rain, and you could see lightning and stuff like that. The sky was looking real dark. But they end up canceling the game last minute. And I mean, I'd rather be safe than sorry. I ain't want to be out there.
Right. All right. Today, we're talking about issues that's facing our next generation. And when we talk about that, you can frame, I look at it as it's affecting today's youth, especially our Black kids. A lot of them, they're not in a space, they don't feel loved. They trying to figure out who they are.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to do more than one thing at a time. They trying to figure out who they are. A lot of kids nowadays, and I guess it wasn't, now they have so many choices.
Right.
If you want to be a female, you could be a female. If you don't want to be a female, you could be a male, or whatever you want to be. And I just think, a lot of that comes from the way they're reared and we were reared. When we were reared, you may have been a lesbian, gay, or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but that was what you dealt with within yourself.
Right.
And I just feel like it's too many freedom of choices now.
So you feel like they have too many rights?
Yeah, I really truly do. And a lot of it comes from families just thinking, you know what, I got to keep up with the next person. Because we ain't never think like that.
Well, no. I mean, I guess some people probably did. They just was too scared to come out with it because back then they were killing people that thought like that.
I don't. Well, I guess I never had to experience it, and a lot of times if we don't experience it, we just basically think it's not happening.
Yeah.
So a lot of them, but a lot of kids are dealing with more. Because I know I was talking to a friend of mine who works at a pediatric office, and they have a whole clinic for depression for youth.
I think they need it. It's
But
a lot. It's too much going on.
I understand that, but my thing of it is, what I don't understand is what's different now than it was then, other than social media. I think the social media is what's dictating to their social anxiety.
It could be that. I think we were kept away from a lot of things. We were sheltered, and if it wasn't happening in your neighborhood, you didn't know about it because you didn't have social media. You just had the news, and you knew what the news pick and choose what they wanted to put on for you to see. So I think a lot of this been going on. We just didn't know about it because we didn't have right now everybody got phones and iPads and all that kind of stuff to record and post it so everybody in the world see what's going on. And it's more disturbing.
Yeah, because like you say, it's definitely that, because social media pressures versus real life pressures.
Mhm.
Because what's happening on social media, 9 times out of 10, your family is not in that situation. So therefore, you only know about it or want to experience it because you've seen it on TikTok or seen it on Instagram. Because I know these kids, they live for TikTok, Instagram, and all that. Because they'll tell you in a minute, don't post me on Facebook. That's for old folks. And I'm like, it's probably the safest place for you.
I don't think none of it's safe.
Yeah.
You
Because
got predators everywhere.
well, definitely that, because we're dealing with in North Alabama right now. You're dealing with fireman that was he was a fireman of the for the fire department in Russellville, and now he's being charged with sex trafficking.
Yeah.
And it basically boils back down to where our kids are not free, or they don't know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And they want to be loved or want to be addressed. They are having anxiety and depression, and they just basically falling for whatever's got there.
Well, yeah, because I mean they're open to everything is out there in the open for everybody to see. So there's no way to do it unless you're homeschooling your child and you watch
I don't
your
even think that
child
work.
24/7 and make sure that they don't. It's a lot of kids that parents will not let them get on social media, but if they go to school, they have friends and stuff that's on social media that let them use their phone and stuff like that.
Right.
So basically, if you're not around them 24/7, you're not gonna know what they're doing or what they're looking at.
Right. So you have younger kids.
Mhm.
So what do you think healing looks like for our youth?
Healing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I really can't tell you because of the simple fact, like I said, it's out there and I don't think it's going to stop. And how you going to stop it unless you're around them 24/7? You can't be around them 24/7 because you got inflation. You got to pay your bills and stuff like that. So it's bad. It's really bad.
So you feel like with inflation and the cost of living and the cost of living period is what's causing a lot of it, because the parents are not
Well,
able.
the parents got to be at work. It's in most cases, like I said, if you're not on government assistance or somebody helping you or whatever, both parents are going to have to work in order to live, in order to just make it. You probably won't even be able to make your ends meet. They might wave at each other, but they ain't going to meet.
I mean, I see that, but at the same time, I see a lot of the issues. We're trying to be our kids' friends instead of actually parenting our kids. We basically we look at them and say, you know what, I don't want you mad at me. I don't want you upset with me. So therefore, you don't have a curfew. Or therefore you can stay on the phone to 11 and 12 o'clock. Whereas I used to say, hey, the phone come in my room at 8:30, 9 o'clock. Or therefore I mean, because you can't monitor every step because of life. And you have to make sure those ends are meeting. But at the same time, I think we need to get back to structure. And I feel like that's where a lot of us as parents, we are at. We're not structuring families because we want to make sure our kids are not feeling some type of way about us, or they may have heard of what we've done in the past, and then the kids are throwing it up in your face. But you know what I did and brought you this far, because I'm good at that. Or I'm one of them backhand mamas. I slap you in your mouth. Shut up. You ain't got no business talking to nobody like that anyway. So I feel like a lot of the issues are we're not as parents we're not giving them that tough love, because the Bible does state that you're supposed to discipline the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so therefore, if you're not disciplining them, or if we're not taking up upon what needs to be done, we're going to keep having these issues of that generation is facing now, and it's going to make each generation worse.
I feel like that parenting these days are really hard. I think it's harder than what it used to be. It's just so much on the parent that you're just like, man, I don't know which way to go. I don't know what to do. So I think it started with the parents. I think the parents need to go and reach out and try to get help or information on the things that they're struggling with, because you can't help nobody if you don't know what's going on yourself.
Right. So for those of you that are just tuning in, we're talking about issues facing our next generation. And we actually are talking about how they don't know who they are. And a lot of times we don't feel that they know who they are because the parent don't know who they are. So therefore the parent is having a hard time to bring the kids up, to teach them. And a lot of parents nowadays, they're just as young as the child. And so therefore, if the child is young, the grandparent is young, everybody, it's a cycle. But, and then you don't have people that help you because you can't trust everybody. You can't let everybody keep your kids or babysit, because the people who you think are safe for you are not safe. They're not, they don't have that frame of mind where they're going to do things to help you. Y'all call in and let us know, what are some things, what does healing look like for our youth, and how can adults show up better? Call us. The number is 256-365-1000. Y'all call in and get in on the conversation, because basically we in a cycle right now. We already know Trump is already making decisions on how we're going to live, what our life is going to be about. But we can help that if we just pull together and help one another. Because a lot of times it used to be where, you got your help from your churches or the school or community. Because I remember a time when I did something, and I actually got to fight with a neighbor. My neighbor mama whipped me. When I got home, I got another whipping. Because basically they like, y'all family, y'all shouldn't be fighting one another.
Well, yeah, it take a village. It used to take a village.
It still take a village, but you don't know what the villages look like now, because everybody is not for you. Because you have parents killing their kids now, or abusing their kids.
Sad.
It is. So y'all call in and get in on the conversation. Help us out. We want to help someone today because it's much needed. But because it's so much going on nowadays. And we just need to make sure we are able to help our youth get to a better frame of mind or better state to know who they are and what they need to do. Just like now, pulled up an article. First thing I see, a school employee in Lauderdale County arrested for confessing to have sex with a student. See, that's the problem right there.
It's sick.
It is.
It's really sick. I mean, I know I used to when my daughter was in high school, I used to get on to her about how she went to school, and the influences that these kids have, they feel like they have to go to school dressed half naked and stuff like that, or revealing and stuff like that. And I told her, I said, you're not going to school advertising yourself.
Right.
And that's basically what you're doing, because it's some sick-minded people out here, men and women, that take advantage of these kids. They, as we say, social media, they see the way the people dress on social media, so they feel like they should dress like that. And then they catch the attention of a predator. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you don't even have to dress crazy to catch the attention of a predator. There's just some sick-minded people there, and that's where mental health and well-being come in at. These people know they got a problem. They know they're sick. Why not go get help for this if you don't want to hurt nobody?
Well, I don't even know if it's the fact of them hurting somebody, because again, people don't hurt people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, a lot of these people are already, they were hurt, and they just doing a cycle. They're hurting somebody else because somebody hurt them.
So if you know you've been hurt, go get help. Because, I mean, that ain't nothing that just goes away.
Yeah. But a lot of them don't know how to address or how to get the help. That's just like an alcoholic. Until you know that you've done enough damage, a lot of them don't even realize they're alcoholics. I don't think
sad.
So.
It's a sad situation, but I just feel like when they say hurt people, they do. Some people do. Some people go get help.
But some
people know. And I mean, if you know, you can't not know you've been hurt. So you need help with these issues. It's bothering you every day. And then you go and do the same thing to somebody else just because it was done to you.
Right.
That don't.
No, it don't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense at all. Today in history, today is April the 4th. And today was the day that Martin Luther King was assassinated. And a lot of, that was in 1968.
It's been 57 years.
And he was shot and killed on the balcony in Memphis. And what gets me, I don't even know, in today's society, they even learn about half of this stuff. If you don't teach them about it, they don't know about it, because it's like they're trying to take everything of Black history out of the schools.
It just seemed like, I think they're going to keep Martin Luther King.
You think they're going to keep him?
I know every year that's all we talked about is Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks. So I think they're going to keep Martin Luther King because he was peaceful. But they say the National Civil Rights Museum at the Motel will host an annual April the 4th commemoration honoring Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on the 57th anniversary of his assassination. This year's theme is How Long, Not Long, taken from Dr. King's iconic 1965 Montgomery, Alabama speech advocating for voting rights, underscores the urgency of collective power in preserving democracy and achieving a social and economic justice. So they're honoring that speech. How long, not long.
Wow. That's a good topic. And that's, a good topic to have, because back to what we started out talking about, issues facing our next generation. We don't have long, to handle it.
That's true.
We don't have long.
So
You know,
we
you already got teacher shortage, low expectation, and then the teachers that are there. You know, you got a teacher just did something crazy, sleeping with a teenager. She's 41.
I just don't see. I don't get it.
So you having that you go curriculum gaps. No, like I said, no real Black history. No financial literacy unless you teach it at home. And youth are often smart but overlooked.
I can see that. I can see that. But I mean, some of the other issues are like environmental concern. Look at all the natural disasters that's happening. You know, they got to disturb them kids. I know back then, all we really worried about was the tornado drill and stuff. Like, you know,
Right.
I don't ever remember a tornado hitting, but we always had the drill. And that would just, from looking at the TV, just the movies or whatever, yeah, you're like, okay, a tornado coming and it's going to destroy the whole, just level everything off.
Mm-hmm.
And in some cases, it do. So, I mean, you just got to get your kids prepared for all this stuff that's going on, all these wildfires in California, and we had some in Alabama. It's just, it's a lot. And then you got stuff going on in places that it never happened before,
Right.
like snow at the beach. You know what I'm saying? It's just, ooh, the kids are dealing with a lot.
And then too, you know, we got to make our communities feel safe. But just like last week in North Alabama, we actually witnessed 2 fatalities, and then the kids have to deal with that because a lot of them, that the young man that was killed, that goes back to their peers, someone they knew, someone they're growing up with.
Mhm.
And then the person who did the killing, they have to look at that. You know, it's like you know, they're losing their family, you losing their friends, and then all they know is street because it's taught on social media. Because so many people today, I feel like they think it's norm to video a killing. I have
they think
never
it's good.
seen so many fights or shootings on live.
Well, I saw a live the other day. It was a wreck, and they recording brains on the street. It was like, I ain't never seen that before. You know, I don't want to see it. So I think it should be a limit on what it used to be. A restriction on Facebook. You would get on Facebook jail, but Trump changed all that.
Yeah, and I mean, and then it used to be kids just used to be, I used to be fearful of things. But the kids are not fearful of anything anymore. You know, when I say fearful, they weren't scared of gun. We used to be scared of guns.
Mm-hmm.
We knew the gun couldn't do nothing unless we allowed it, but we wouldn't touch a gun. We were if our mom told us to be in the house at 9 o'clock, we were there at 8:50 because we didn't want to face the consequences of getting in trouble. These kids are not afraid of anything.
And the sad part about it, they're not afraid to die, and they're not afraid to go to jail.
No, they're not.
And that goes back to what we said earlier about the mental health. The mental health crisis, Gen Z, they did studies, and they say it reports the poorest mental health of any generation, with high rates of anxiety, depression, and burnout. So,
Generation Z, you said?
Generation Z.
I can see that. Because they don't have anything to they feel like they don't have anything to lose.
Well, yeah. It's just it's too much going on. And we need mentors. We need people to talk, strong people that can talk. I mean, everybody needs somebody to lean, even the strong need somebody to lean on. But I just feel like if you are a person in a position to where you can mentor kids or even adults, mentor people, period, talk to people and help them with their mental health, I think you should do it.
And a lot of people don't address their problems to other people because they don't want their problems back out. Or what they've talked about, they don't want people to look at them less than who they are. So therefore they don't express, because people go through things, and you never, if they're not a pity party person, I put it like that, you never know that they're going through anything.
No,
they basically deal with it, and when they come out, they have their testimony. They'll be able to tell you about it, and people be like, "You went through that?" You know what I'm saying?
Right. And the good thing is that the ones that do come out, but the ones who don't, they ball it up inside, and it just come to a point where they ain't gonna have no other choice but to get help, because they're gonna get out here and do something stupid. So I mean, it's bad.
Yeah.
The kids are facing technology addiction.
Oh yeah.
They're addicted to the TV. They're addicted to these games, Roblox, Fortnite. What's that stealing game? GTA.
I don't know that one.
I mean, they are addicted.
We ain't really had no games.
We had Bop It.
I'm talking about me and my kids. But another thing that they're facing also is that TikTok trends, where they are, they have to do those challenges and.
Oh yeah, and it's sad because a lot of kids have been hurt trying to do those stupid things that those people show on TV. And I mean, TikTok is not all bad stuff, but I mean, you can monitor it. You can have a parental thing over for your kids, but I mean, these kids so smart, they know how to take that stuff out.
And then they're constant in comparison.
Okay.
Which is leading them to low self-esteem. Oh, I mean,
you saying they're comparing themselves to someone else?
Yes. I have never seen so many kids, they looking on the outside to the inside, trying to figure out, well, they have this. They mama don't work, but my mama work, and they comparing. They're constantly comparing, and it leads them to low self-esteem. It's like the kids you can't grow up because you got everything bottled down. I want to be like her. I want 30 inches hair. And the Lord didn't bless you with 30 inches today. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of them are comparing, which is giving them low self-esteem. And then a lot of them, like I said, those TikTok challenges, I feel like a lot of that is a lot of the issues too, because kids are saying, well, they can do it, I can do it. That may not be something that ain't your gift.
Well, I try to tell my kids, just because you see that these people, all that stuff, they don't even have that stuff for real. That stuff is given to them. That stuff is donated to them so they could promote, so they could sponsor. These people are sponsoring them and stuff like that. Like the houses. Half of the TikTokers or the Instagrammers don't even live in the houses that they have.
Right.
It's just houses for show. And the kids be like, oh, they got all that. And then for Christmas, they have this big old Christmas tree. And then they have all this stuff, everything that the kids wanted up under the Christmas tree. So the kids see that and they be like, oh, man, that's what I want for Christmas. You're not getting that.
Right. So, that's what they're facing. For those of you who are just tuning in, we're talking about issues facing our next generation. You can call us at 256-365-1000. I've always enjoyed like you were talking about mentors, but a lot of people won't allow people to mentor their kids.
Well, that's something they're going to have to deal with themselves.
I'm saying
because you
of
do
fear.
have a lot of parents out here that feel like you can't say nothing to their kids. And then when the kid end up in
Locked
jail
up.
or something like that, then that's when they want somebody to talk to them. It's too late. I'm not going to say it's too late because it's never too late. But they already got their name in the system.
Right.
So, I mean, let somebody talk to your child. I've heard people say, they better not say nothing to mine. You know what I'm saying? Why not? You ain't saying nothing to them.
Well, you got that. You definitely have that.
Sitting up laughing when they do something stupid.
I know, because I was looking at this TikTok the other day about the little girl popping the fan. I said, and looked like she had on a diaper.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I've
so you
seen
done taught her how to pop a fan, but you can't teach her how to go to the bathroom.
And the thing about that little girl bank account is already set.
I ain't even looking at the money. I'm looking at it
I'm
starts
just
at
saying
home.
that's what the parent
mama,
looking at.
Well, the parent, we got to rethink our.
Basically,
we have to retrain.
I think I don't know. I don't know her parent, but a lot of these parents is using these kids to get this money.
Well, we have to retrain our thinking, and therefore we can kind of make some things a little bit better, because if we retrain our thinking of our kids, teach them how to use the bathroom, teach them their ABCs and things like that, and then you don't have to worry as much, because you're going to always worry. You're going to always have the issues. Because kids go in and out of phases of life trying to figure out different things, but it won't be as bad if you're not sitting there laughing at it or saying, well, that's cute. Yeah, it's cute right now, but when they start popping the fan in front of the you 10 years old and you popping the fan in front of a grown man, and then you think that's a problem because the grown man after your child. Anyway, that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother day. Right now, we're talking about issues that our next generation is facing. You can call in. The number is 256-365-1000. Make sure you visit our Facebook page. Visit us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, Amazon Music. Visit our website, Spotify. When you go to our website today, make sure you go ahead and get your tickets for April the 13th. It's going down at Clarion Inn.
Sheffield, Alabama.
I was finna give them my old place, but the Clarion Inn. We would be at Clarion Inn in Sheffield, Alabama. Today I went by the Clarion. They was actually doing kids testing to test them with their hearing and vision. So they had the health department there.
Okay.
I thought that was pretty neat. Getting kids ready for Head Start. So make sure you do that. So that's over at the Clarion Inn. But we will be there April the 13th with Jeter Jones, Tasha Mack, LJ, and Al Jamal. They will be here in the Shoals area. But hey, Dothan, don't feel bad. You can come on up too, just around the corner. But so come on up and be a part of it. It's going to be an evening of fun, evening of boots on the ground, and an evening of love. So make sure y'all, because we all about love. Y'all know everything we do, we're going to put love in it. So make sure y'all come on out. April 13th, get your tickets. Visit www.knoxmediagroup.org and get your tickets today.
And this is not a race thing. Anybody could come and have a good time. It's just all about positive attitudes.
I don't know, Mona, your voice making it sound like it's going to be hard today. Come on, perk up with me.
Well, my sinuses are
wake up, shake it off. It's Friday. As they say, it's Friday.
It's
Are
Friday.
y'all excited it's Friday?
So excited.
Yeah, all right, guys. We're gonna talk about, we got some people we're gonna talk with in the next hour about the symposium that's coming up on tomorrow in the Shoals area. It's absolutely free. So we'll be talking to some people. We've been reaching out, trying to get everybody that we can on the phone for that. But that will be tomorrow. But we'll be talking about that in the next hour. But make sure y'all, we're gonna have to influence. Get your kids out tomorrow. Make sure they go to the symposium. It's absolutely free. We're gonna have people there to help give them different ideas or talk to them about music or entertainment, things of that sort. So let's get our kids out and do that. So that's going on tomorrow in the Shoals area at the main room at the University of North Alabama, and it's brought to you by the entertainment and music department. So that will be going on tomorrow. We're going to take a quick little break, and you're tuning in to 105.1.
The music muscle of the show.
And V 105.9.
The Vibe, Dothan, Alabama.
All right, guys, we'll be back.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to make it do what it do, baby. I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby. Now, baby, I just wanna take your freaking clothes off. Kiss your body while I take your freaking clothes off. Leave them heels on while holla, take your clothes off. Leave them lights on, let me see you go on. Baby, that's my body calling your name. And baby, that's your body doing the same. So act right, don't show me, back it up, now put it on me. Act right, don't show me, back it up, now put it on me. And what you wanna do, you wanna get high, you wanna get fired up. What you wanna do, you wanna get sex, you wanna get tired up. Get your rodeo wide up, baby, go lift them thighs up. I think you better rise up, cause I'm about to rise up. What you wanna do, you wanna get high, you wanna get fired up. What you wanna do, you wanna get sex, you wanna get tired up. Get your rodeo wide up, baby, go lift them thighs up. I think you better rise up, cause I'm about to rise up. Now baby, holla at me, tell me what you're missing. I can put in work in every position, from the kitchen table, bedroom floor. Baby, that's my body calling your name. And baby, that's your body doing the same. So act right, don't show me, back it up, put it on me. Act right, don't show me, back it up, put it on me. And what you wanna do, you wanna get high, you wanna get fired up. What you wanna do, you wanna get sex, you wanna get tired up. Get your rodeo wide up, baby, go lift them thighs up. I think you better rise up, cause I'm about to rise up. What you wanna do, you wanna get high, you wanna get fired up. What you wanna do, you wanna get sex, you wanna get tired up. Get your rodeo wide up, baby, go lift them thighs up. I think you better rise up, cause I'm about to rise up. Your body show no singing, baby. Show me how you do it, girl. We gon' pop some champagne, some music. So baby, make it move, girl. Wrap your legs around my shoulder. It's gonna be just like I told ya. Baby, I'ma work you over. So what you wanna do? What you wanna do? You wanna get high? You wanna get fire? What you wanna do? What you wanna do? You wanna get sex? You wanna get tired? I can make it do. If you need it, baby, I think you better rise up, cause I'm about to rise up. Put this thing on you. You wanna get high? You wanna get high? I'ma make it sing for you. You wanna get sex? You wanna get tired? Come on, baby, get your rodeo wide up. Baby, go lift them thighs up. I think you better rise up, cause I'm about to rise up. Do what it do tonight. I'm gonna make it do what it do tonight. I'm gonna make it do what it do tonight. Come on, baby. Come on, lady. Do yeah. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. Do what it do. Whoa. Do what it do. Whoa. Yeah. I want you to do what it do tonight.
All right, guys, we are back. You're tuned into 105.1, the music muscle of the show, and V 105.9, the vibe, Dothan, Alabama. We've been having a good show today. We've been talking about issues of our youth. And we're talking about the issues of our youth today. We've been talking about things to help them get better, help us get better, because they can't get better unless we help them. So we've been expressing ourselves on that. But right now, I told y'all in the next hour we will have someone to come on and talk about the urban symposium that will be going on tomorrow in the shows area. I have Jeffrey. Jeffrey, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Let us know. So the urban symposium, what year is this for you?
This will actually be at UNA. It'll be year 4, but we actually started this back in 2016, and we did it in Huntsville and a couple other spots. But this will be our 4th year doing it at UNA.
Okay, so how did y'all come up with the urban symposium?
It was just a thing where we wanted, we've been making different contacts with people just all through our years being in music, and a lot of those people, they might have been rapping or singing at the time, but a lot of them have moved on to get into more into positions of into film and having more resources for rappers and singers to be able to get into the industry and understand some politics of the music industry.
Okay. So if I know this is open to the public, it's a free event tomorrow at the main room. And it's from 3 to 8 p.m. So what should people expect when they come out to the Urban Symposium on tomorrow?
Well, actually, it's going to start at 3, but if you want to come in a little early, we're going to start about 2:30. We're going to do a special screening of the 772 Experience film. If anybody wants to come in and check that out, and it just talks about the early days of W.C. Handy and his work with his work not only here in the Shoals area, but also up in the Huntsville area, being band director up at A&M, and just several other William Hooper Council. Those are some of the highlights of this film right here. So you may want to come in and check it out. It's like a 25-minute film, and it's the first episode. It's going to start here from the Shoals up to Chattanooga, and we'll be highlighting that. Also, we'll be having different panelists come in. We'll have Jordan Austin from Montgomery. He'll be coming in talking about music and tech. We'll have Jay Black. He's going to be coming in talking about Southern Soul. He's from Montgomery. He's going to be talking about the rise of Southern Soul. I was going to have DJ Burn one. A lot of people remember his mixtapes back in the day, but now he works for Tree Sound Studios with a guy named Paul Diaz. Paul Diaz is the owner of Tree Sound. People like Usher, Outkast, Beyonce, all those folks have been through his studio. So he'll be talking about through his rise through the mixtape game, and now he's a studio engineer and he does music production. I think he just got his first gold plaque this past month. So we're gonna have that. We're gonna have women in music, Dia and Gypsy Soul. They'll be coming in talking about women in music. We also have Brad Franklin. Now Brad Franklin, he was in a group back in the day with David Banner. His rap name was Kamikaze. He was in a rap group called Crooked Letter with David Banner back in the day. But he's been able to expand and get into a tech space and broadcasting space. So he'll be coming in talking about that. We'll also have from Birmingham, country music artist and writer Sebastian Cole. A lot of people know him now as Pinkbeard. He's written songs for I want to say like Alicia Keys and Usher and a couple of other people, but now he's starting to do his own thing, and he's been doing it very well. So he's gonna come in and talk about songwriting and the game of songwriting and how to get paid.
Okay. So basically, you will have a panelist, and people are able to come in, listen to the different panelists or different speakers, and are they able to ask questions? We just want to get.
Yeah, we should have. Yeah. After each, it'll be a time to network, but after each panel, we will set aside time for a small Q&A session. After each panelist speaks, but at the end of the night, after all the panels are over, we're going to have a taco bar and just networking. So we'll have a DJ playing. DJ Jay Dust is going to be there playing the music for us, and we're just going to have a night of networking, and people can plug in and get with who they want to get with, and hopefully make something happen for themselves.
Okay, so tell us how. I know you said it's been started since 2016, but let us know who all are who started this behind and who's keeping it going and things of that sort.
It was actually started by Cody Gopher. He was the manager of a group called G-Side from the label Slow Motion Sounds out of Huntsville, and they were able to get into the tech space early in the game. So Cody has been real instrumental, and Cody's been real instrumental in making sure that our music industry stays tight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. it's really something that was started by him just to make sure that people understand that, it's more than music and it's more than rapping and singing. And, you can have a job in management. You can have a job as a videographer. You can have a job as an engineer. You can have a job as somebody that just promotes all these things. So, there are many jobs. It's not always a job in front of the camera, behind the scenes also available.
So basically, it's bigger than the music.
Right on.
All right. Hey, G-Man, how you doing?
Doing wonderful. How you doing, Mo?
I'm good. So I'm trying to write. Me and you work together. You wrote Cookies. So
yeah.
And people been asking when you writing something else because I can't write.
You can write.
You gonna come in and learn?
I'm gonna come in and so that would be something for somebody who's interested in wanting to start out doing stuff like that.
Exactly.
All right. Well,
this way you get that game and get you some understanding, and like you said, you got product out now, so you'll be easy to work with.
All right.
You got something. You already got something that you can show somebody, so they'll know kind of what you're doing already.
All right. Well, everybody's asking when the next one coming out.
We got to get us some dance moves with this one.
Nah, this one got to be slow.
I'll listen to you.
I know, right? All right, so it's going. So tomorrow, you say at 2:30, you will be showing the film. What's the name of the film again?
It's the 7-2 Experience.
7-2 Experience. So make sure everybody that's listening, this is open to the public. You do not have to be in entertainment. We've been talking about, we started our show out today talking about issues that our youth are facing. This is something, bring our youth out, bring them out, let them understand how it started, different roles of music, different roles of entertainment, because as Jeffrey just stated, it's not all about singing or rapping. It's about networking. One, you can also do it with the videographer, because I know there's a lot of youth that know how to use they can video, but they don't know that they can implement this into a career. So y'all come out. There's different sides of it, and a lot of it is communication. Just go out and find out what's out there and how to help you. And this is brought to us by who's bringing this on again.
This is brought to you by the School of Arts and Department of Entertainment Industry at UNA, the Muscle Shoals Music Association, the Alabama Music Hall of Fame, Meridian Media, and Alabama Hustle Unlimited.
Okay, so we got several people that's actually been a part of this, and it will be held tomorrow on April the 5th.
The main room.
At the main room.
Yes. That's 310 Pine Street. If you don't know where it is, 310 Pine Street, right downtown, next door to the new parking deck.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
So y'all come on out tomorrow. Make sure you take advantage of the different things that's going on in our area. We're trying to, we have people that's connected, that's bringing things here to help our youth and help some of us older people, because a lot of people don't realize all of the things that go in the background of entertainment. It's not all about what you see out front. Sometimes it starts in the back.
Right. I just wanted to say too, I don't want people to think that this is just for grown folks or just for college students, because we actually have a program here at Florence High School.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That goes through music. And we also have a program connected with that in Huntsville. You know what I mean? So we're just trying to connect these dots, especially with the youth, to let them know that they can start young and it's something that they can continue through their education. There's something that they can start with in elementary, middle school, high school. They don't have to wait till they get to college to be a part of it.
Okay, so y'all heard it live right here on 105.1 and 105.9. So make sure on tomorrow you bring your youth out, because that's our biggest. We're losing our kids, and we have to find something of interest of them, because a lot of kids, they may know how to DJ, but they may not know how to how to get to the steps of where they need to be. So we need to
Right.
bring them out tomorrow, let them learn, let them get with some other DJs to say how they got started. And then let them watch and listen so we can get them to the next level.
That's it.
So how are you a part of it, Jeffrey?
I'm actually one of the moderators. Like I said, Cody asked me to do. I've been a part ever since it first started. Actually, my wife was on the first panel when we put this together.
Okay.
I just been around for it every year, and like I said, it gets bigger and bigger. So as long as we can keep it going, I want to keep it going. Like I said, it's something that we really trying to keep the youth inspired, and if they want to get into the entertainment industry, just show them all the ins and outs, and not just let it be a dream. Make it a reality.
Definitely. So y'all come on out to UNA, to the main room on tomorrow, April the 5th, in the show's area. Can we have the address again, Jeffrey?
It's 310 Pine Street. Wait, let me make sure I get it right.
So y'all come on out and be a part of the Urban Symposium, and it's
310 North Pine Street. I thought I had it right. 310 North Pine Street. Like I said, it's right next door to the new parking deck downtown Florence.
Okay.
You can't miss it.
No, you can't miss it. It's actually right there. And you can park in the new parking deck and walk over there, because I don't even think they charge on the weekend for the parking deck. I could be wrong.
That's right.
Oh, okay. So y'all park in the parking deck, walk right over next door. But come on now and let's help somebody. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your youth at church. Let's get them out and help them to grow into entertainment if that's something they want to be a part of. So come on out to the Urban Symposium on tomorrow, April the 5th, at the main room. That's 310 Pine Street, and it's going on. And who are our sponsors again for this event?
Our sponsors are the School of Arts, the Department of Entertainment Industry at UNA, the Muscle Shoals Music Association, the Alabama Music Hall of Fame, Meridian Media, and Alabama Hustle Unlimited. All
right, Jeffrey, we thank you. Is there anything else you would like to let them know about the event tomorrow? Or
we're gonna have some vendors. I'm not sure who all. I know Maitland Conservatory are gonna be down. 94.1 from Huntsville, the station at the college station from A&M. I know they're coming back down again. So this will be a good time to just come in and meet some people, and then we're gonna have all type of people there. So from all different areas. So this is your time to meet some people from other than around here.
All right. So y'all come on out to the Urban Symposium tomorrow, April the 5th, and it's starting at 2:30. You can watch the film, and then at 3:00 they will start with the panelists. So come on out for an evening of fun and learning. So come on out tomorrow. All right. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Thank you.
Y'all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. So that's going on tomorrow at UNA.
All right,
Mona, you might need to go on over there and get your
I
more
think
education.
I will, because I need to write. I need to start writing.
Okay. Oh God. She said she's going to write, but I think it's a good idea. I think anyone who's part of it and wants to be a part of the music industry, and I did not realize it's going on. They finna be going on 10 years of doing this. Wow. He said 2016. So y'all come on out and do that on tomorrow, and I'm gonna send it to some of my young people I know about, because I'm all about wanting somebody to do something.
That'll be good. That'll be good for anybody that
go get your son. Go get your son.
Like he said, it's bigger than the music. A lot of people feel like it's
all about rapping.
All about rapping or singing. Is more to it than that. So come on out and just learn, get educated on what they're trying to get you to know. And we went last year, and it was nice last year. So we'll be back this year to get some more knowledge.
That's right. All right, guys. So make sure you let a neighbor know about the Urban Symposium that's going on tomorrow at the main room in Florence, Alabama. And he said the address is 310 Pine Street. So y'all come on out and have a good time and network. So let's do this.
All right. Okay, guys, if you're just tuning in, we are talking about the issues that the next generation will be facing.
Well, are facing, because they are already facing this. A lot of them, you know, what's the what do you think, what's the number one thing young people are struggling with right now? That's a good question.
Probably mental health.
I think a lot of them are facing trying to be something they're not. No, I mean, I won't even say that. Low self-esteem. Yeah, I think a lot of them have low self-esteem, and that's how they're acting out. Y'all call
It
in.
could be.
Y'all call in. Let's do a poll. Let's see what it is. What's the number one thing our young people are struggling with right now? Call us. The number's 256-365-1000. I think we've been having a lot of calls about these tickets because the phone been jumping off the hook. Make sure you get your tickets for Jeter Jones, Tasha Mack, Ella J, and Al Jamal going down in Sheffield, Alabama on April the 16th.
April the 13th.
April the 13th. Well, I get the 16th from now. April the 13th. That's Sunday, April the 13th, 5 o'clock, Clarion Inn. So make sure you get your tickets. You can visit our website. That's www.knoxmediagroupinc.org and get your tickets. But again, our question right now is, what's the number one thing? We need a poll that young people are struggling with right now. Call us 256-365-1000.
All right, guys. The topic today is issues facing the next generation. Some more stuff that I looked up, lack of social skills. Some struggle with face-to-face communication and social interactions due to over-reliance on technology. And I mean, kids are not made to sit at the table anymore to eat dinner
Well, they
as a
just,
family.
well,
I
they text you
mean,
for everything.
because I mean,
Do your
some-
kids do that?
do what? Text me for
You
everything.
could be sitting in a room and they'll text you.
I won't text back.
I mean, I'm just saying, I know people do that.
So it's just like parents are not making the kids put the phones down and have a conversation at the table. They are lacking a lot of social skills. I think a lot of it had to do with the COVID thing. I know everybody blamed COVID for everything, but when COVID came, it was just like a lot of kids fell off. A lot of kids went back to the mental health thing. A lot of kids struggled with just everyday, day-to-day life. They wasn't with their friends. They couldn't go to school, couldn't be around other people. They were around the family. So if you didn't have family time or family structure, then what did they have to do? Watch TV, be on the phones, be on the iPads and stuff like that. So I think in some cases, it brought a lot of families together for the most part, but it was a lot of people killing each other too. It was bad.
And it's still happening now because they don't believe no lives matter, this generation. Yeah. I mean, what's some things you think save you as a teen?
Being in the country, being shut off from the real world. I was sheltered. So I think that saved me a lot. And I went back and I thank my mom and dad for not letting me get out there like that, because I don't know where I'd be right now.
Well, I think it's more options now, and I was raised up north. So therefore, even though I was able to go, because, mama go to work and we'll go get on the train.
Mm-hmm.
Or, because we lived out west, so we'll go out south or, wherever our friends were at. And I think what saved me, that even though I did those things, I still knew if I got caught, I was going to have some consequences to face. And I feared that. But now the kids don't realize they're going to have consequences. So therefore, they do whatever because ain't nobody going to do nothing to them.
Well, yeah. And being brought up in the church, that saved me from a lot of stuff because I was scared of everything. I wouldn't even cuss when I was in high school. My friends used to try to get me to say cuss words, and I wouldn't even do it because I was scared I was going to hell.
Well, exactly.
I mean, I'm being real.
And
I was
mean,
just
truthful.
scared. Being taught and that Bible instilled in me, I was just like, man, I can't do that.
Right.
And they were like, come on, please, just say it. I would never say it.
Yeah, and then you were scared what was going to happen. Like you say, you felt, we couldn't even say lie or hell or any of that. And you felt like you were doing something wrong.
You couldn't say what? What was a cuss word?
Oh, no. And you better not look at a grown folk. Address. If they speak to you, speak to them when you walk in the room.
Yeah.
And now the kids look at you like, you better speak to me. No. But that's the way they're reared now. It's like they have an entitlement. It's like they feel like they're entitled to these things. Like, you the child and I'm the adult.
Well,
that's how a lot of them act. But that was one thing that saved me, because like I said, I did some crazy stuff, but I still was scared because I'm like, if I get caught, my mama is going to kill me.
Yeah, they put the fear of God in you, and I was so scared. But I was finna take a whooping one time, but I didn't.
For R. Kelly.
For the R. Kelly concert.
Yeah.
That's the only whooping I would have took, because I was scared of whoopings. I didn't want to switch.
Wow. We're going to take us a quick little break, because Mona be up here. Mona be like, I was scared. She was scared. She was scared of she was scared of what her mama and them was gonna do. I know I was.
My daddy, all he had to do was look at me, and I started crying. And these kids now, they like, what you looking at, boo?
Right. All right, we're gonna take a quick little break. You tune in to 105.1.
The music muscle of the show.
And V 105.9.
The Vibe,
we'll
Dalton,
right back.
Alabama.
I'ma light your fire if you let me light. Yeah, you the type I like, I pay the price. Couldn't spin a block once, had to spin it twice. Know you my favorite one. Yeah, know you my favorite one. Yeah, my favorite one.
Yeah, you're all I need, I promise. Yes, I know I'm all you need and do. Who's better than me, be honest. Ain't nobody gonna do it how we do. You know there's no way around it. Me and you, I'm thinking about it. I can't hide how I'm feeling about ya. Let's take some steps to get back to what we want. I'm so into you.
I know you're feeling me too. Yeah. Switch locations, change the mood. Ain't no ceilings on what we do. Ain't no ceilings on what we do. I'ma light your fire if you let me light. Yeah, you the type I like, I pay the price. Couldn't spin a block once, had to spin it twice. Know you my favorite one. Yeah, know you my favorite one. Yeah, my favorite one. Don't nobody make me feel like you do. You do. Got them all wondering who do. If we don't keep it going, it's lose. No matter how it goes, gotta do you. But I can't help how I feel. I'm so into you. I know you're feeling me too. Yeah. Switch locations, change the mood. Ain't no ceilings on what we do. Ain't no ceilings on what we do. I'ma light your fire if you let me light. Yeah, you the type I like, I pay the price. Couldn't spin a block once, had to spin it twice. Know you my favorite one. Yeah, know you my favorite one. Yeah, my favorite one. never be. Where you kiss my lips and leave a legacy. Oh, to live without you, what a tragedy. I can't get enough. I love in my conscience. I don't want another touch without you there. If I'm being honest, I'm falling in love. A taste gets me in places I'm chasing, I can't erase it. Taste me, boy, and I taste you. That's the way I feel when I'm slipping under. Don't hold back, don't worry, do me like that, I'm gone, real bad, feeling every emotion, big noise, back to back, it's too good, I'm too attached, one bite of you, the things that it could do, taste gets me in places, I'm chasing, I can't erase it, taste me, boy, and I taste you, that's the way I feel when I'm slipping under. I'm on a ride. Oh, slipping. There's a paradise. Don't you know that you're toxic? I'm on a ride. You're toxic. I'm slipping under. Oh, I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic? Got my lips, I'm tryna put my little hips on you. I'm painted for a kiss, thirsty for a sip. Dripping down my lips, I'm tryna put my little hips on you. I'm all over the place from just a little taste. I'm on the ride. I'm slipping under. I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic? Just a little taste.
Cocaine, oh, you're a mastermind.
Hey, let me get out. Walked in the spot, it was late. I ain't trusting no niggas. Sought out the Glock for the Drake. Get out. Hey, let me get out.
Kool-Aid.
Hey, let me get out. You know that I'm popping it. Play with the gang and we standing on top. I drop a bag on the block, a young place in the bed. I got chopper that taller than chick. And young wildin' and all I can tell them don't crack, cause I know they ain't bitchin' no Rick. I know they don't like me, but that be the shit that excite me. What made me go lace with them I brought the fire, make 90. Sparkle, they blocking the striker. They thought they got striped by some light. I ain't in no club, I ain't fighting. I ain't in no club, I be trapped. I'm the one that be making it happen. I get they thought I was just rap. I ain't get no round of applause, but them clapping. Hey, let me get out. No, ain't no rookie. I'm chasing them down with this switch. He gon' run from this whoop. Hey, let me get out. I just played the bell with the bookie. Don't ask what I'm doing in the kitchen. You know what I'm cooking. Walked in the spot, it was late. I ain't trusting no nigga. I just sought out the guy for the drink. I'm smoking this out to the
We're back. You're tuning into 105.1.
The music muscle of the show.
And the 105.9.
The Vibe.
Dothan, Alabama.
All right, guys, if you're just tuning in, we are talking about issues facing the next generation.
And I mean, they facing something. They don't know who they are. They facing emotional stress. But like I said, my biggest thing is the kids now, they just don't have any fear in them.
They don't. And it's like most of them have lack of respect.
Yeah. Oh, listen, you were taking my words because they don't have any respect. They don't have any respect for themselves. So you know they ain't have any for the grown folks.
Yeah, I ain't say all of them because there are some kids that's still out here that's respectable and stuff like that. And I'm not even going to say it's due to the parent.
No.
It's just, I don't know. These kids got a mind of their own and they think they know everything. You can't tell them nothing because they're not going to listen to you. You're old and you don't know nothing. But if all they got to do is listen, because we've been there and we've done that, and we're just trying to educate y'all so y'all won't have to go through what we are going through or what we went through.
And then a lot of them too, they're leaving the church. The parents are not making them go to church.
I was in church when I came out of the birth canal.
Yeah,
That's what
basically.
it seemed like.
Mama,
Because
look, my mom, she would tell me, get the van and pick you up.
Well-
Or call Miss I can't remember the lady's name, but call her and have her to come pick you up. But when we lived in Chicago, we lived like 4 doors down from the Catholic church.
Mhm.
Hey, Sister Suzanne walked down. There goes Sister Suzanne. So you go on the mass too.
Lord.
So yeah. And they just spiritually they know nothing about it. And it's not that we're not trying to teach them, it's just that kids, they are in a dip. I had a child the other day, not the other day, it's been a while ago, I say a couple of years ago, wanted to tell me about the earth. I mean, what is it? I can't even think about how they said it. They believe in the earth or something. What is
The
it?
earth.
I mean,
The universe.
universe. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, what?
That's another word for God. They I don't know.
Nah, that
why
ain't.
they say that.
I don't see another word for God but God or Jesus.
It's a God, many different names. I mean, we call them what we call them. People call them what they call them. But I mean,
But
it's,
she
it's
couldn't
God.
even make me understand how the universe saved her.
Well, it's scientific stuff. Don't ask me because I ain't gonna get the line.
Exactly. So
It's you gotta ask what's that man name? They do all them stunts in the movie.
I don't know.
He started that scientific stuff.
Yeah, I didn't want to hear it. But that's what a lot of them are doing. We're going to talk about birthdays, but y'all still have a chance to call in and get in on the conversation. And one of the questions that we just had was, what's the number one thing our youth are struggling with right now? And the other question was, what saved you as a teen? Call in. The number is 256-365-1000. Call in, y'all. All right, so birthdays. I got some good birthdays today. Let's see who birthday we have today. Who you got, Mom, on the bite? Are we ready? Are you almost ready for the birthday? Your birthdays won't come up. Oh my goodness. That's the computer. Technology. Technology. Well, until Mona get ready, I'm going to read my birthdays. I'll start them off. For today, happy birthday, Sheris Jackson Bodie. Happy birthday, friend. Happy birthday, Jerissa Green. Rhonda Johnson. Brett Thacker. Chastity Borden Scott. Elizabeth White, Miss Elizabeth White. Melvin Young. Tamla Jackson. And Beverly Mack. Happy birthday to my cousin Nicholas Hinton. Nicholas came and he prayed at my mama's service. He prayed. Happy birthday, cousin. Love you. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Who you got?
Those were your birthdays?
Those are my birthdays.
All right. I can't get the celebrity birthdays. So the birthdays on my Facebook is Jason McDaniel, Elizabeth White. Happy birthday, Lil. Andy Hope. Hey, Andy. He's so nice. Jontez Jackson. Ronnie Elm, Dante Armstead, Frank Subs Bates Jr. Happy birthday, guys.
Well, entertainment birthdays. We have Eddie Murphy. Happy birthday to Eddie Murphy. And all right. Mona telling me something. I don't know what she said. I can't read lips.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I don't know. I'm scared.
No.
Well, yeah.
You can go ahead. Those
No,
celebrity birthdays.
I don't know him. That's the only one I knew. Eddie Murphy.
Oh, okay.
You
April the 4th. What is that?
It is
I
the
thought
4th.
something happened on April the 4th.
The assassination.
No, it was something else. 420.
Don't ask me. That's
the 20th.
That's the
Okay, yeah,
20th.
I had to think about that. Okay. Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man, Hayden Summerall, Lil Maboo. These people, Heath Ledger,
That's why she couldn't find him, because she don't know him either.
Maya Angelou,
Okay, Maya. Still all right.
Ricky Dillon, Todrick Hall, David Cross, Jill Scott,
Okay.
Uncle Waffles, Laughability, Chelsea Green, Eric Andre, Chris O'Neill, P. Dice, and James Rodriguez. Happy birthday, guys.
Happy birthday. Because Mona had me scared, y'all.
Why was you scared?
'Cause I'm like, what'd I do? What'd I do? I thought, look, all I knew was, like I told, the only one I knew was Eddie Murphy. And the reason I knew Eddie Murphy is because of the, it came up on my phone this morning.
Eddie Murphy?
Yep, it did. This morning, Eddie Murphy came up. In the news, what you got in the news, Mona?
A lot. Trump.
I already know.
Federal Reserve chief says Trump's tariffs is likely to raise inflation and slow U.S. economic growth. So, if inflation rises anymore, then we will have to eat popcorn every day or something. Popcorn might go up.
That's
But
good.
What, popcorn every day?
Mm-hmm. Might
Okay.
lose a couple pounds.
Well, if you got diverticulitis, then that's not good for you. But what I'm saying is, if the inflation goes up, it's going to be bad for everybody. I mean, even people with money is complaining about the inflation. So I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, also in the news, Donald Trump's bestie has become a liability, and it appears that president is looking to migrate any further damage. Elon Musk isn't having a great week and may leave the White House soon. Shouldn't have never been at the White House.
Well, they are spraying down the Tesla buildings and they're protesting against Elon. His Tesla sales has went down, and I don't know what he's going to do. But he got enough money.
Yeah.
He'll be all right.
In this past week, President Trump's flunky, as they say, Elon Musk has seen Tesla stock prices fall faster than Kardashian
The Kardashians
at the NBA All-Star game.
Oh Lord.
He's looked on as one of his 4 baby mamas bashed him for being a deadbeat dad. He wasted 21 million trying to buy the Wisconsin Supreme Court, only for the opposing judge to win the election. And now there are rumors that the billionaire is out at the White House.
So
They said, I told y'all, the marriage between Musk and President Trump,
the marriage,
was never going to work.
Well, it's 2 bulldogs.
They said there's no way there's enough air to hold those 2 egos in check. And unfortunately for Elon Musk, but fortunately for the rest of us. The experiment that no one ever wanted has come to a reported end.
That goes back to the saying, you can't have two queens in a castle. You can't have two alphas in one room because they trying to prove whose stick is bigger than the others. So you can't, I knew that wasn't gonna last long. We know that Elon got more money than Trump. Trump want that money. So I don't know. I didn't think that was gonna last. I don't even know how they got together in the first place.
I don't either.
I guess they just thought it was gonna work or whatever.
I don't understand how that came about.
But I hope he do leave.
You think Trump going?
I think Trump should follow him.
Well, that ain't gonna happen.
When he leave out. Well, they need to make him.
Well, it ain't gonna happen.
I think it is.
So just hours after Trump issued tariffs that absolutely no one wanted, a few Republicans joined the Democratic. So
now they want to join the Democrats.
Yeah. So 4 Republicans break with party to undo Trump's tariffs against Canada.
Well, did you hear Kamala's interview?
Mm-mm.
She said, well, I'm not here to say I told you so.
Okay, then.
But, everybody knew what was going to happen when Trump told you what was going to happen if he get elected. And these people still voted for him. And now, I regret it. That's the worst decision I ever made. Some people still stand on business with theirs and say they're glad they voted for him. But the majority of the people that I've heard on social media, they regret ever voting for him. And they said that the lower class white people that voted for him are asking, did he forget about them?
He ain't never think about him.
Not for real until he wanted them to raid that Capitol.
Right. So in a 51-48 vote, 4 Republicans defied Trump's pressure campaign and supported the measure, The Guardian reports. So they said the Democrats reportedly used a slick move to force a vote, which effectively ends with phony push and the fake story that Canada is partly responsible for America's fentanyl crisis, reasoning President Trump has used to explain overcharging.
So Canada is the reason America has fentanyl.
That's what they're saying.
Just like Obama was the reason for everything, and Biden is the reason for it. He can't never. What do that sound like? Somebody that cannot accept what they've done wrong.
What you call
a
it?
Narcissist.
I knew it. I knew it was coming out. I knew you was gonna say that.
That's exactly what he is.
I knew you were gonna say it.
Well, I don't know. I get irritated talking about Trump. Okay, Michelle Obama. She's in the news. They say she did. She got a podcast with her brother.
Mm-hmm.
And have you seen it?
No.
It's a pretty positive podcast. They talk about a lot of different issues and things like that. Her brother they look just alike. He's just big.
Mm-hmm.
And they say she doesn't hold back when she's asked about dating someone who isn't financially sound. She says she married one.
Mm.
So she reflected on dating her now husband, Barack Obama, before he started his career and found financial success. She was working for a law firm.
Mm-hmm.
And she quit her job to be with him. She said, I left my corporate firm when I met Barack. She later explained, I had somebody who was like, I got your back. The risks you were taking, they aren't crazy, and I'm here to help you. And she said she would rather have that in a partner than a higher income.
Mm.
She would rather have somebody who is ready to do some hard things with her. But that means that they had to be ready to do hard things together. So she quit her high-paying job.
So what do you think about that?
Well, she made the right decision. I think she made the right decision. Some of us, some people, I don't know. You got to think about that. Something you got to really think about. And I mean, if you love somebody, I guess you're willing to get it out the dirt with them. But I mean, she already had money, so it wasn't like she married him for money. So
Yeah.
like they always say, the woman is the prize. She's the prize.
Right.
Look where you're at now. Behind every good man, there's a great woman.
I hear you, Mom. In the news on Tuesday, the United States Attorney General Pam Bondi directed prosecutors to seek the death penalty for Luigi Mangona. I think that's his name. He's the man charged with murdering the United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson last year. Luigi murder of Brian Thompson, an innocent man and father of young two, was premeditated and cold-hearted assassination that shocked America. So now she is asking for death row.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're gonna give it to him.
You think so?
Yeah, they didn't like that. But I mean, that man had a psychotic break. I think he did. I mean, allegedly he did that because somebody that he loved got denied health care, right? And that man had got a $80 million, whatever it was, raise or something like that.
Like that, yeah.
So I mean, it's just unfair. It's a lot of unfair stuff, but you can't go around killing folks unless you're ready to suffer the consequences. And like I said, these people, they're not afraid to die, and they're not afraid to go to jail. So basically, a person like that is a scary person. A person with no conscience is a scary person. In celebrity news, KC, you remember KC of Jodeci?
Of Jodeci?
Yeah, he was hospitalized with pneumonia. He had to cancel a lot of his shows. So I know a lot of people are upset, but that man couldn't sing if he had pneumonia.
No.
And why would you want somebody coughing and singing and spitting all over you?
First of all, he wouldn't be able to really sing.
No, he wouldn't. But some people, I've seen some people do it. That's dangerous. But he got hospitalized, so it had to have been bad. Yeah. So I hope he get a speedy recovery.
I mean, no, I'm just saying it's a lot going on.
It is a lot going on.
It was a shooting on last night in Blakely, Georgia, and they're investigating the shooting. It happened around 10:20, and officers responded. And they, according to Blakely police, when officers arrived, they found a juvenile had been shot at a home. The juvenile's condition is currently unknown. Police say witnesses report seeing several people fleeing the scene after the shooting. And this is coming from WDHN in Dothan. And it says has reached out to Blakely police for additional information. No suspects have been identified.
Oh, wow.
So if anyone with information on the shooting is asked to call the police department at 229-723-5500.
All right, then. And that's in Dothan?
It's, well, not far from Dothan, but it happened in Blakely, Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
All right, guys. We had a good show today. We talked about the issues of the next generation. And I mean, they're facing a lot of issues. I mean, the issues that we're dealing with now, if they get any worse, then all right, there's going to be a lot of praying going on.
Well, I mean, we need it now. And so one of the questions we asked you to do, make sure you invite a youth. Like Mona said, let's learn how to mentor, learn how to do things with our youth, but make sure you let them know about things that's going on in our area, like on tomorrow in the shows area. Send them out to the Urban Symposium, and that will be from 3.
It's called the Dink Shop.
Caller, you on the line.
Hey, just wanted to tell you guys hello. Great show. Love you guys. Keep up the good work. Have a great weekend. Don't party too hard.
All right.
Well, thank you, caller.
Thank you.
That was nice.
That was nice. Yes. So what we were saying is make sure that you go out to the symposium on this coming weekend. It will be held at the main room, and that's 310 Pine Street next to the new parking deck, as Jeffrey stated earlier. It starts at 2:30. They will be doing a live, they will be doing a movie filming, showing a movie. And then the panels will start from 3 to 8. So go on out and get more information about the entertainment field, whether it's in the background, promoting, or whatever it may be. So go out to that on tomorrow. Also, mark your calendars for April the 12th. In Dothan, it's going where the Wiregrass area, it's not Dothan, but the Wiregrass area will be having their largest Easter egg hunt and family events that will be going on from 2 to 8 p.m. And it's going to be held at Fort Novosel on the Army base. So y'all go out to that, have a good time. Make sure you keep it locked in. Get your tickets this weekend to Jeter Jones, Tasha Mack, LJ, and Ella Jamal. And that's going on April the 13th. At the Clarion Inn. So make sure you get your tickets. You can visit our website. That's www.knoxmediagroup.inc.org and go ahead and get your boots on the ground.
Also, tomorrow, April the 5th, it'll be a Sheffield Fish Fry at 1210 North Nashville Avenue in Sheffield. Y'all go out and support the VFW Post 8640. Buy the kids some fish before you take them to the symposium. It started at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So get out and support, y'all.
I'm going to leave you with some new last minute news that we just got put over. We're talking about our teens. This is why we got to keep this generation together. In Dothan, a teen was placed into custody and facing charges for shooting a city police officer earlier this week. According to Dothan Police Chief William E. Benny, officers responded to a call before 11 p.m. on Wednesday, April the 2nd, to a report of an individual with a firearm at the intersection of North Range Street and Alabama Avenue. Upon officers' arrival at the scene, the individual identified as a suspected gun toter began to flee on foot and began to shoot. So fortunately, the bullet missed the officer, who escaped unharmed. All three members of the guilty party were able to be successfully flee from officers, and the efforts to track them down with the use of a K9 officers were unsuccessful. So they are looking for those guys.
Wow.
So much going on. So let's get our kids back. So make sure we love on them. And if you'd like to be one of our sponsors here at Knox Media Group, you can do so by calling us at 256-712-2888. And if you have any public service announcements, send them to info@knoxmediagroupinc.org. Thank you. We hope you have a good weekend.
Yes.
Love on your people and
love yourself.
Have a good weekend. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
Yo, at 105.1, we're number one on your radio. Music muscle of the shows. V105.9, gotta catch the vibe. Dothan, Alabama, gotta stay live. Hey, yo, got Montreal live. Ain't the main show, drive that 5. Man, it's going down. West side, east side, north side. We winning from Float Town to your town. Now we don't stop. At 12 o'clock, it's past the Knox. That's lunchtime. Better check him out. Ramona checking in. The choir president. Can't forget Mika. The secretary neither. Shout out all my people. Tuning in, glad to meet you. Yeah, at 105.1, we're number one on your radio. Music muscle of the shows. V105.9, gotta catch the vibe.
Hello, pastors and churches. This is Pastor Knox. Are you looking for a way to reach more people with your church services and Bible study? Well,